expensive.
There's 500 sheets there at least, maybe more.
Yeah.
This is all the shorts left over from all the houses I built. So all these are longleaf pine, $5 a square foot, and that adds up pretty fast, all the shorts, and then it's also trim and sidings and oak flooring. A lot more oak than I thought there was. And all that stuff's in there. And then back here, what I was talking about, if you know anything about this is 5-inch wide Victorian beadboard, 3/8 inch thick, but look at the length on this. It's not just that starts at $10 a square foot and goes up because of the lengths.
Right.
And it's vintage, and there's no tax in that. Now this got tax in it, so it's a little bit less. But this is also in the blue and the greens. Everybody wants your milk paint. So we put a sander on that, put some hemp oil on it, and ship it. Now you're at $20 a square foot, $15 a square foot.
Right.
Cost to do that's pretty small. So this is the thinner stuff versions of it, but I also have the thicker stuff. This is all beadboard. And that's the wider, thicker stuff. That's structural. And then I've got the other stuff, if you watch the El Campo video, Song of Salvage, where we took down a house in 7 days with 3 women over 49 years old and 5 kids. And you see a 2-story house coming down, and you can see coming down music, and you'll see the last wall is 17 foot high, this thick, tongue and groove, beadboard, with a stairwell built all the way up the side of it and a landing at the top of it, and the doors and stuff going between the 2 rooms. That's the only thing left at the end. I dropped that at the end. We have one video, it's we called thing I did, it's called the wall dance. So everybody's hanging on the wall, and you walk through, and the wall's only this thin, which is an amazing thing. But that's how strong that wood is. I've got that wood sitting out here actually, 17 foot long, double-sided, double beaded, and it's 1.8 inches thick. And that starts at $12 a square foot, but that's got length to it. So you're talking again, $20 a square foot. So the goal of this is to go ahead and monetize some of this, and I'm going to try to keep an offer where if nothing else I can buy it back for double the money in a year or triple the money in 2 years. It only makes it be a couple $1 million, which is not a big deal. All of this is hand hewn, hand cut, mortise and tendon, and there's the bottom and top beams on it, so you can just put that together from a giant wall and just put boards on the back of it, and that'd be a great wall, wood exposed, and leave it exposed like that. So you get to show off that and put your shelves in. All this over here, and going back into the place, that's that wall I told you about. That's the 25 foot tall, 20 foot tall boards that were the sidewalls of the house, 1x12s. This kind of stuff adds up real quick, all along the time. $1,500 sink. We could build tiny houses and ship this out to build tiny houses. This is the wainscot waiting to go, so we have enough to wainscot hundreds of houses. We want to sell it as packages and have it put together close to where it's going to be used. Because if we build it here, I'm going to pay $15,000 to ship that house anywhere out of state. And I left out of state one time, and it's 16 foot height limits in Ohio. By the time we got there, some asshole hit the bridge ahead of us, and they dropped it down to 15.9. We couldn't get down below 59.5 with airbags emptied out and everything, tires down as low as they go. We still couldn't get down below 59.5. We sat on the state line for 3 days with a driving crew, front to back crew, staying in a hotel until we talked to them into giving us a permit to go 32 miles under no bridges and drop off the fucking house in Ohio.
Yeah.
Because my broker pissed off the state licensing women, and they just said, "Well, fuck you." And he said, "Well, just chop off the top of the house."
So
You can't ship it.
the solution, I guess, is what, modularity
I can read what I wrote, the Pure Salvage Outpost, to go ahead and build the outpost and the co-ops locally. You send the materials over there locally, you build them locally, you get teams to go out and build them on site if necessary and make more money, because that's what they really want most. Portable building built on site. You don't want to port it because the trees are in the way. And it's also permanent. And guess what? If it falls off and kills somebody because they ran in my damn trailer, it's negligent homicide. For me. Okay? If I don't have insurance money, I go to prison.
That's the way I've always built, is
I know,
just go to the job site and drop the materials.
But
and
you
build it there.
we pre-build over here, we take the
But
modules. Take the corners or
I've
the
done
walls.
it modularly and built it in the shop and walls, and then we take it there and put it up, and
So
that works if you have the manpower and you have the.
And ingenuity. Now here's the other
Yeah.
ingenuity part. Let me throw this in for
You gotta have the equipment to take it over.
I'm gonna throw some ingenuity in there, would you mind?
Go ahead.
So let's just say we go out there and we got a container, I got a trailer, and we go ahead and put 4 posts in there, and I go ahead and put my tripod on there, and I go ahead and hook my 200-gallon water tank on the end of it, and I add water, and I lift that wall up, and I spin it around in my tripod, and I set it down, and I let the water out of it, and I just counterbalance and pick up another one, and move my wall section over and set it down, because the trailer's right next to the construct, and then all my materials right on the back of the trailer there. And so I can make basically 4 men's job out into one with just having that little bit of crane there and counterweights. And now I can go ahead and assemble the house with just a few guys that have already pre-built the corners. And I have the modules, which are the windows or the doors, and they go in between them. And I can lift the roof on there in 2 or 3 sections. And I put the porches on, which is what I basically gone to learn how to perfect. And the goal being is to not have to ship it 16 foot high, which means I got to have permits. And then if they don't route me the right way, I got big problems. And I've had them do that. They put me under a bridge, 15 foot 11, and I got 16 too low.
Right.
We went in the median to get around it, into the grass.
Yeah.
So the idea is we don't ship. It's too expensive. I can build it on site in that town
It's probably even
for
more-
$15,000.
even more expensive now to
Absolutely,
ship it. Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Seriously, that's the whole point of this. Is that we ship one truck with a semi. I got 3 houses on it, and no permits. It gets there, we assemble it at the local outpost, which is run by people who are living locally, who are elders helping teach them and leave their tools to them when they die because their widow doesn't need them.
Sure.
That's the co-op, community co-op. Now I don't have employees. I have an order. I need to build a house over there. When we ship the materials over and you got a crew, don't you? We're paying $10,000 for this job. The house is sold for $35,000. We sent them $10,000 in materials. That means we got $10,000, $15,000 profit per house. It goes to an outpost, so we don't have to pay for unemployment and all the other benefits. And when they get good, they keep getting bigger and bigger pieces because they sell the other ones in house. If we refer it, we make money on the referral. But if we sell it in house, there's more money, and those who need to build their own houses now have the means to build their own houses for nearly nothing. Because everything, instead of taking pay, I'll take a door this week and a window, no tax. Oh, I'll take all the siding I need for the house this week, no tax. It's barter. And your time is worth nothing to IRS if you got trash for it. So we teach, again, how do you do this? Through the organizations that allow this to happen. Go down to Home Depot, I want to barter. I'll work for stocking for 3 hours if you're going to give me a saw. Yeah, sure you are. But with us, that can happen. Why? Because people donate their tools. We have a tool store. At every outpost, there's a way that these things can happen. Because I love old tools. I love old tools. New tools are shit. But the point is, old men die and their widows will give them to you all day long. And the best story for that is my father's story. He was going down, he lived in Florida, he retired, and he was a big working guy and like do woodwork and stuff like that. And he could take his dog out for a walk, and every day he'd go by this other guy who had this beautiful garage with a pull-out router with the air, vacuum system, and he'd just park it, pull out the saw. He said he just drooled kind of when he walked by this guy's place. It was so nice. The guy dies. He thinks, I'll give the widow about 2 weeks. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can go by that. 2 days later, he's walking by his dog, and this guy over there smiling and loading shit. I said, hey, what's going on? Kind of like, hey, how you doing? I said, man, you won't believe this. This lady called me up and it'll be $500 to get all this shit out of her garage. She can probably park her car in here again. My dad was like, fuck. Like, oh, fuck. You live like 8 doors away, It's like, but again, a lot of those marriages, they're not happy marriages, you know what I mean? The mom and dad dude is out of there, they're giving me shit. They want to give me the barn, clean this up, get that out of there. What's that? That old 57 Chevy? He's always going to redo that shit. Get that out of here. I had 2 guys come in here, and they're pricing all my shit. I'm like, dude, you're pricing this stuff, but you're not telling me what you want. Oh, no, we don't want to buy something. We went over to tear this barn down for this lady, and we opened up the doors, and it's just full of all the lumber he stacked in it from tearing down houses all those years. And she said she lost so many holidays and so much stuff that she wanted that shit out of there. She wanted it gone, and we're trying to find out how much we should give her for it. There's tens of thousands of dollars worth of wood piled up in there. Yeah. Okay. Again and again, it's not what you know, and not even who you know. It's timing. I used to knock on houses in Austin, go buy houses. I knock on the door. Are you ready to sell? No, I'm not ready to sell. Not ready to sell. I missed it 1 month. Sure as shit, somebody else knocked on the door and bought it. Okay. So timing is everything. You guys are answering the call at the right time. You couldn't have done what you're about to do any other time in your life because you're so entangled with so many other things, whether it's your dick or your business. And then guy comes along and hits you with that 2x4 and says, no, you're gonna change directions. Oh, no, I'm gonna do this. Bang. Oh, no, really, I'm gonna do this. Bang. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna go this way. Thank you. And so I'm experiencing part of that. You get it every 7 years. And I explain this to you at 49, what happens, and you recover to your 55, and all of a sudden you get knocked on your ass again, and you recover and you go forward again, but you get knocked on your ass smarter every time. And you get back up, that means something. Or you let yourself go down. And when I say down, honor thy vessel. Why? This is the instrument you're operating through. Spirit operates through this. What do you want? A Lamborghini, or you want to operate through some jalopy when you got a choice? When you get depressed, who gives a fuck? I'll trash this one. And I'm mastered that in my life. Okay? I thought I was gonna die. I didn't have to worry about anything. I did drugs and all the things, stayed up late, maybe I got 4 or 5 hours sleep a week, a night. In fact, I even tried that here for 4 or 5 hours sleep. Can't do it. Then I decided I'm going to stay young instead of kill myself. Like what I was doing. 80 hours a week, 100 hours a week, working for 25 years. I was good. Problem is, for what? What do you do that for? Obama? Pay taxes? Support wars? Pay? No. So, what are we trying to do here? All the different ways you can keep doing that. Participating legally, legitimately, and help a lot of people establish communities. They can go ahead and not have to participate, not have to go ahead and abort, not have to have vaccines to go into the babies, all the kinds of things we can do. Safely aborted babies because their mothers don't deserve them. Because they didn't get aborted, they don't get a good life. They get raised by somebody that's going to basically sell them off or have boyfriends or do drugs and somebody abuse them. It happens all the time. We can save those babies. Those women just don't get rid of them. So we need communities to do that. So at your point in your life, what are you going to do with your life? That's the question. Oh, I need to get a job, pay my bills. Okay. You do that. I want to get a business loan, do it. Nah, you do that, son. I've been talking to you. It's a long time. Long time. A lot goes by. I remember what you're going to do. I kept saying you're going to do that. It ain't going to happen. You kept saying, I'm going to do that. Look at that. Credit line. My partner screwed up my credit. My partner screwed up my... Dude, you're not going to be able to pull back up. Cut your losses. Come on. Oh, no. Hold on. Okay, I understand. It's not the right time. Now, how long ago did we talk? First time? 3 years?
Whenever Christopher was here for that month.
A long time ago. Try to get Christopher on board. You could have so much progress.
Yeah.
But you have to go through what you have to go through to shed what you have to shed to leap the chasm at the fringe. Another one of my videos you haven't watched. Listen to. Have you listened to that yet? Chasm at the fringe? See, I put all this stuff out there. I spend years putting this stuff out there so you younger people can actually have some guidance and some idea of what the fuck you're supposed to be doing instead of just wandering through blind. Does anybody bother reading it, writing it? No. Why would I do that? That would be kind of like almost giving credibility to what you have to say. Because I know you're so busy you can't read my everyday. Oh my goodness, how many words? Oh, 5,000 words. Let me see. At 100 words a minute, that's how many minutes? At 200, 300 words a minute, 300 words a minute, that's a 12-minute, 15-minute endeavor. They actually say it's 7 minutes, according to what they estimate on when you look at it. Assuming there's 1,000 words in every picture, add about 10,000 more words. I usually put in 10 pictures of cartoons I made even, so that you see in the cartoons what I'm trying to say. But you got to look at them.
You're speaking Webley right now, right?
No, I'm speaking just on trying to take this house, how to become a salvage miner, how to become a salvage builder, how to create outposts, how to create communities, how to not create toxic houses. I mean, long, drawn out. Yes, sir.